All right, today I want to do a video on Quant and my million dollar strategy for Quant. This is something that I'm working on doing, and I'm hoping that this works out, but we'll see how it goes. This is my strategy, anyways. Right now, Quant's at $112, and it's been fluctuating between $100 and $120 recently. I think it got up to like $240 already earlier this bear market. So right now is the accumulation phase. My goal is to try to accumulate 40 quant before the 2025 bull run. I think that's doable. I'm at like I think 15 right now, so I'm going to keep purchasing a few a month as much as I can, and when I get some extra cash, just buy larger chunks when the price dips. And if I can get 40 for this upcoming bull market, I think I'll be sitting in a good situation where I'll be able to buy back in the next bear market with my profits and potentially turn this around to $1 million bull run for the coming 2029. And I want to use Ethereum as kind of a price comparison. Ethereum, you're seeing it back in 100 some to 200 some dollar range back in 2016, 2017. And remember, Ethereum is the second largest token. So its market cap was much larger back here than Quant. Quant's market cap is much lower, but I think Quant is going to be a big player with the technology that it has, and it could easily, I think, be a top 10 token coming up in the future. So by the time this adoption comes in, I think Quant is going to be well adopted. But you've seen Ethereum go from the $200 to $300 range here all the way up to almost $5,000 at the peak of the last bull market. I could see Quant hitting $2,500 to $3,000 in the peak of the next bull market. It's possible it doesn't get that high, but it's very possible that it does. My strategy is to keep accumulating in these prices until the next bull market. As you can see here, we had it high of $395 in the last bull market. So I think after this bull market, when it crashes down, we're going to see it somewhere around this $400 to $500 range after the next bull run crashes. It's possible it doesn't go quite that low, but I'm guessing that's probably around where the price is going to sit when we get a big crash afterwards. And I just want to take a look at this document I got pulled up here for my strategy for Quant. And this is just what I'm doing, guys. I just want to throw this idea out there. This can do this with other tokens, but I think Quant is a safe one for me, at least, to do this with. My Quant million dollar strategy is accumulate at least 40 Quant before 2025 and start selling this around $1,000. My strategy is to sell 10 of them at $1,000 or just slightly under, and like 990 or something, because you just may not get exactly at 1,000 the first pump, because there's always going to be some resistance levels that you got to be aware of, and that'd give me a $10,000 in profit, and then I would be putting back in and have like 12,500 that I would make at selling another 10 at 1250, selling another 10 at $1,500 and getting 15,000. When I hit 1,700, sell another 5, and then my last 5 at 2 to 3K, wherever it seems to top out, and may go higher than that, but not very likely. But it's a pretty safe bet to sell your last bag in this price range here. Total that I would accumulate as profits is $56,000 to $61,000 with this strategy. After taxes for long-term capital gains, because I'll be holding most of these for longer than 12 months, would be about 47,600, and that's kind of the just an average guesstimate for taxes on the profit of that. So probably around $47,000, 4750 or 500 after profit after taxes. And then I'm expecting a good 85% correction in the next bear market. That's pretty, you see a lot of these tokens, even the larger market cap ones, crashing down 90% or so easily in these bear markets. So I think that's very doable. Even Quant did a 90% correction. It was at $400 the last bull run. It crashed down to $40. And with as popular as it's getting, you know, I think it'll see a good correction just like the other altcoins. It's not number two. It's not Ethereum. I know a lot of people are comparing this to Ethereum. You got to remember it's not the number two coin right now. Bitcoin is the gold, Ethereum is the silver, and you're not going to get as huge of a correction with those two tokens for a reason, because there's so much more liquidity into them. But these third and fourth up to, these last coins in the top 10, not including stable coins, you're going to see probably a 90% correction or better with them. Some of them 95 to 97%. But I'm expecting about a 95%, 85% correction at around $470. I want to use that $47,000 and pick up 100 of them for the next bull market in 2028, 2029. And at that time, I think with adoption coming in and all of these huge companies buying up these tokens, I think at that time we'll see a $10,000 quant for 2028, 2029. So if you've got 100 tokens at $10,000, that's $1 million. So that's kind of my strategy for this one. Now you could do a similar strategy with some of these other ones like Polkadot or Solana. Solana would probably be a good one. And I know a lot of people don't like Solana, but I think it's going to do really well. You could get easily accumulate a couple hundred Solana between now and 2025. And if it hits, let's say you could accumulate like 250. If you get 250 Solana, and let's say it hits $400, you're going to have $100,000. Now, if Solana crashes down, let's say Solana crashes down to only like $400. If you sold you had $100,000 and you paid your taxes, let's say you've got $80,000 left, and you bought Solana at $400. Again, you'd have 200. And then if Solana, what's $1 million divided by 200? You got $5,000. Solana could possibly hit $5,000 the following bull market if it gets up to $8,000 or $800 or so in this one. You just don't know what it's going to do. But let's say you had 250 Solana and it hits $500 this bull market, $125,000. And if it crashes down to, I would say of 80% correction from $500. Let's see if you got 500 times. Let's see. I gotta get this recording thing's kind of in my way here. $500 times 0.2. You're gonna have looking at $100 Solana for the next bear market probably for its bottom price. So if you had, let's say you had $100,000 to buy 100 Solana, you could accumulate 1,000 Solana, and 1,000 times 1,000 is $1 million. So if it hits 1,000 the next bull cycle in 2028, 2029, and you had 1,000 Solana by then, you're looking at $1 million. So you could do this with some of these other larger tokens. And this, I actually am trying to get at least 250 Solana before the next bull market. I almost have that much. I might go for more if I'm able to. But this might be another secondary $1 million strategy that I look at. But these are other things that you can keep in mind when you're trying to figure out, what you want to do for your future and look at the potential of future bull markets. Because I think 2029 could possibly be the last bull market. We don't know how adoption is going to come in and regulation, but at some point we're not going to be able to buy these tokens at these prices, guys. So keep this in mind, and I just wanted to share this strategy with you. Let me know what you think of it, and leave some comments in the chat below if you have any suggestions or price predictions for these tokens. If you think I'm on the mark with it or way off base, let me know. This is just my personal strategy, and I'd like to hear from you what your personal strategy is and what your goals are and price targets for these tokens are in the next coming months. Thanks, guys, and have a great one. Tell me what you want, what you need. 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 Tell me.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down myself.